Watching the Highlight Zone with Wayne 15 Sports Director Glenn Marini. Local sports coverage you can count on.
When it's time to take off, I'll be jumping out the gym. Back with game reviews, come get the scoop from Josh and Glenn.
We just cheer each other on and remember that we have each other's back no matter what.
Stick together and play like we always do.
Obviously there's going to be a big crowd, but we're really good at kind of focusing out on that.
We are noted as the underdog in the situation.
Northrop hasn't won a conference championship since 1986.
I think it's fun for the fans, the community, and all the girls that get to participate and play.
Watching Highlight Zone, Wayne 15, Friday nights, who bringing the dub home? Local area sports with a hip-hop remix. Mike Strong here for the basketball season. Television on, watching Highlight Zone.
Oh yeah, as you might have guessed, it is ladies' night here on the Highlight Zone. Next Tuesday, girls teams, they're going to be tipping off postseason play, and that means tonight, the final Friday of the regular season, and some conference crowns coming down to the wire. That is the case in the SAC. It's a matchup we've really been looking forward to all season. Josh Ayen joins us now with your Highlight Zone Game of the Week. Josh.
All right, it's a pretty simple scenario for the SAC. A win by Northrop, and the Bruins would finish undefeated in conference play and claim the title outright. A win by Homestead, Spartans would be conference champs themselves, or it would split three ways depending on what Snyder did tonight. Homestead at Northrop, it is your Highlight Zone Game of the Week. Both teams in the top 10 of the 4A State Bowl this week. Bruins ranked 7th, Spartans 9th overall, and it's Homestead putting the pressure on early. Allie Stevens knocking down 3 of her team-high 19, and Homestead with an early 5-point lead heading into the second. Northrop starting to hit their stride in quarter number 2 as Nevaeh Jackson give her the hoop and the harm in this game, tied at 27 heading into halftime. Now in the third, Lexi Castater connecting from the corner. Northrop in front for the first time all night. Then moments later, Brooklyn McLemore banking home 2 of her team-high 21. Northrop up 7 heading into the final quarter, but Homestead not going away quietly. Maya Epps, the freshman phenom, connecting from deep, and then takes stock in Molly Stock. She gives Homestead the lead right back. Northrop regains it late, and it's Sanaya Jackson, the Valpo commit, who would lay in 2 right there. She finishes with a dozen. Northrop up by 3 in the final seconds. Bruins needing a stop on defense, and it's Lexi Castater sealing the game with that block. And for the first time since 1986, Northrop is the SAC champions. They win 52-49.
We worked so hard to get here, and just being able to live in the moment and being able to know that yes, we did this and we did it my senior year especially. It's just something that I've always looked forward to doing with this team, and I'm glad we got it done.
Just push each other. This is a good start for us. This is what we needed, from the losses we've been having. So this is a great push for us. Coach is gonna push it on us. It's gonna work. We're gonna stay positive.
There's something special to share with these girls. They're kind of not just my daughters, but the daughters that I've kind of adopted. And so just restoring what Northrop basketball used to be.
Next up, the first round of sectionals. Homestead gets Columbia City Tuesday night in Huntington, while Northrop faces Carroll Tuesday night at DeKalb. Glenn, take it away.
All right, hey, good matchups there. Hey, speaking of the Chargers, Carroll at Kilmer Court to face the Snyder Panthers. Second quarter action, it's all JP3. Jordan Poole with the triple in the corner. Snyder up by 11, and then Miss Poole. Poole with another splash. 3 of her 23, and yeah, they were feeling their oats at Kilmer Court as Snyder up by 14. A hair-raising performance from Miss Poole. How about CC Sims taking it to the cup, off glass and in? You're going to see Carroll's Jersey Paul get the 2 here, but it wouldn't be enough as Snyder finishes second in the SAC with a 54-39 win over the Chargers. Wayne Generals, hey, 14 wins already this season, most since 2003. Laisha Gorman's squad hosting the Lures. And when you talk about Lures, it starts with Addie Shank, the post player, down low for 2 for the Knights. Wayne, though, coming the other way. Tania Hairston. It's good from downtown, and the Generals in the lead. Lures, Annika Davis has really come on in recent weeks. She drills the triple right there, but Shabrea O'Quinn would come up with a 2 down low for Coach Gorman's team as Wayne wins against Lures 60-37 Generals. A much improved Concordia team will host a 3A sectional next week. The Cadets, hey, they might be a tough out. Tonight they travel to Northside First quarter action, Jayana Floto going with the flow. She gets the deuce right there, and Northside with an early lead. Concordia, though, watch them push the pace here. Michaela Richardson to Olivia Bollinger for 2. You're going to see Northside answer with a triple. It's Micaiah Harmeyer in the corner for 3. But simply too much from the cadets. Olivia Bollinger to the cup here. She's only a freshman. She's going to be a good one as Concordia wins on the road 63-29 at By-Hay. Final step of the SAC for girls. We got Dwenger. We got Southside Saints coming off of a win over Leo on Tuesday. This is Taylor Asalagi with the bucket. And Bishop Dwenger up by 12. Later, Southside's Justice Billingsley. She has been a bright spot for the Archers this season. Watch it go coast to coast from a bucket there, but simply too much Bishop Dwenger. You'll see Cassidy Court holding court for the Saints. She gets the 2 as Dwenger wins at Southside 45-29, your final there. In the Northeast State, a win tonight by Columbia City, and the Eagles would clinch the NE8 outright. New Haven trying to make sure that didn't happen, but it would. Samantha Goodrich, a senior, the only senior for New Haven, gets the 2 right there in the third, but New Haven down big. Molly Baker with a 2 for Columbia City, had that huge bucket late against Northrop on Tuesday. And then more from Columbia City. They do it from the outside. Faith Fry. Fry was sizzling, popping down the tray. And then Kendra Sheets would can one from basically the same spot. And Columbia City finishes 7-0 in the Northeast State to clinch their first conference title outright in 27 years.
It is an unbelievable game for our kids. It's been a long road in the NE8. A lot of great competition, a lot of great teams. But to come out undefeated, it's been a special season for us. There's a lot on the line here. I mean, going undefeated, like that hasn't happened for us since 95, 96 when we were the NHC. Kids put a lot of time into this, and just exciting time for our school and our community.
Let's head north to the big blue pit of East Noble as Norwell gearing up for what they hope is a long tournament run. Eric Thornton's team ranked 5th this week in the 3A State Bowl. First quarter action, Kennedy Filling doing what Kennedy Filling does, and that's filling up the basketball score sheet. She gets the bucket right there. It's an early 3-point lead for Norwell. East Noble coming the other way. This is Peyton Quake off the glass for 2, but still Norwell up by 3. Dakota Hubble working the glass. Watch her scrap and get the bucket right there. 7-point lead for Norwell. Then it's Lillian Norris for Norwell with the bucket, as Norwell no problem tonight, 66-30 at East Noble. Next week, Huntington North is going to be hosting a 4A sectional. Tonight, the 16-4 Vikings on the road at DeKalb. Third quarter, this was a low score. The Vikings leading 16-8. Marissa Trout, nothing fishy about that. It's a close ball game, but simply too much from this talented Huntington North team. However, you'll see DeKalb's Delaney Cox get open for the 3. The Vikings lead single digits now at 7, but the Vikings simply too much. This is going to be a tough team to knock out of the tournament on their home court. That was Marissa Trout for the bucket. Then it's Taylor Double. You remember last Friday, she went over 1,000 points for her career as Huntington North wins a low score at DeKalb, 33-22 over the Barretts. Rounding out the NE8 tonight, an 11-win Leo team at 16-4 Belmont. The Braves ranked 10th this week in 3A. Third quarter action, it's Belmont going to the cup. Tessa Spiegel with a nice finish right there, and Belmont in the lead fairly decisively, up by 27 at that point. Fourth quarter, Rachel Blakey with the nice finish, and Belmont's lead now at 26. You're going to see Leo freshman Leah Chappelle, the Chappelle Show, drops the 3. She's going to be a good one when it's all said and done, but Sydney Keene had 18 to lead Belmont as the Braves walk away a winner at the TP, 48-23. Final stop for girls hoops tonight, 2A number 3 Central Noble looking for a tune-up before tournament time. The 20-2 Cougars hosting Churubusco. It's Madison Weiss. What hasn't she done this season? Gets the and one right there, and Central Noble up 34-5 in the third. In the fourth, Grace Swank from Miss Weiss, and the lead now at 42. Central Noble, man, they have been good all season long. This is Busco's Mallory Schaefer with a bucket, but simply too much Central Noble as the Cougars go on to win this one by a final of 16-12 in Albion. And that is going to do it for the ladies tonight, but coming up after the break, the fellas take center stage, and that includes Heritage at Adams Central. First place on the line in the ACAC at the Hangar. And in the SAC, two conference championship contenders squaring off at By-Hay Arena. We're talking Northside hosting Concordia. It will be a tight one. We got all 5 SAC boys games, plus trips to Warsaw, Central Noble, and more coming up on the Highlight Zone.
We are the Warsaw Tigers, and Highlight Zone is next!
We're Snyder High School, home of the Panthers. Welcome back to the Highlight Zone. Only on Wayne TV, baby. Let's go!
Hey, with star junior Tay Johnson leading the way, the Northside Legends have been must-see TV this season. Concordia, hey, they've got a junior star of their own as Ajani Washington is steering the ship and looking to keep the Cadets in the SAC title race this year. Both those teams 4-1 in conference, just a game back of Homestead for first. Tay coming in just 15 points shy of 1,000 for his career. Not bad because, you know, he's a junior. Third quarter action, that's Joe Tapp with the 2 and 1. The Cadets up 33-16, so they're up big, but Tay starts to take over. He drills the 3 right there, and then you're going to see him in transition to Eugene Young Jr. for the and 1. Then Tay, watch him go around the back and all the way to the cup. Yeah, he hit 1,000 points. Dude had 36 points in this game alone, but it would not be enough. Ajani Washington, the aforementioned junior for the men in maroon, drills the 3, and Concordia escapes with a win, 63-61 at By-Hay. Big win for the Cadets. Homestead came into the night alone atop the SAC standings at 5-0. Would they stay undefeated in conference after a trip to Northrop? Keon Bates trying to knock off the Spartans. Nice little layup right there. Northrop up early. Then it's Dahlman Alexander with 2 of his 22. And again, Northrop with a slight lead early in the game. Homestead going to Tucker Day. Good to see him healthy the last couple of weeks. He gets the bucket. And then it's Will Jamison. He has such a smooth pull-up game. He drills it as Homestead wins at Northrop to stay undefeated in conference, 66-48. At 4-1 in conference coming into the night, the Wayne Generals still in the thick of things when it comes to the SAC title chase. Generals hosting Lures and Javon Lewis Jr. feeding Preston Comer right there as the Generals with the lead. More from Wayne, it's Monty Smith jumping the passing lane. He gets the steal and the score, and Byron picks his team feeling really good about where they're at this point in the season. Lures coming the other way. You'll see Cameron Mitchell left alone, and he splashes. Then you'll see Cadell Wallace, who has been such a key contributor for Lures this season. Wallace slicing and dicing, but it wouldn't be enough. Wayne a winner, 70-44 over the Knights. At Kilmer Court, Snyder hosting Carroll after a tough December. The Chargers winners of 6 of their last 8. Waylon Clopton drilling the 3 right there. The sophomore has Snyder up by 5. Carroll, though, oh yeah, they start to heat up. Andrew Simish with a 3 of his own. Then watch Jair Sampson get all the way to the cup off just 1 dribble. Later, you're going to see Clopton fly in for the putback here. But Jackson Pardon, oh, he is tough to guard. The Carroll standout says, pardon me. The and 1 as Carroll wins at Snyder, 71-56 over the Panthers. Let's head to Southside. The Bishop Dwenger boys riding high. If you remember, the Saints knocked off 2A number 2 Blackhawk Christian on Tuesday night. Zamari Phillips, though, for Southside with the bucket right there. However, the Archers down by a couple early. Later, Dwenger, Cameron Quinlan with a bucket. Quinlan had 11 points. Preston Ross had 21 to lead the Saints as Dwenger was up by 5. You're going to see Southside's Charles Powell. He had 17 points on the game, and Omarion Washington would hit the game winner late as Southside nips Dwenger 55-53. At the Hangar in Monroe, maybe the most important game in the ACAC this season. Conference leading Heritage at second place Adams Central. First quarter action, Micah McClure. Straight away, he drills the triple, and the Jets in the lead. Then Isaac Schultz, he was the MVP of the ACAC tournament. He's unselfish. He kicks it to McClure, and the Jets up by 9 in the first quarter. Coming the other way, Luke Saylor had that big three in overtime to get a win last Friday night. He drills a triple right there, but Schultz would get his own miss and converts. With Coley and Schultz, these guys have some size as Adams Central wins at 71-41 against Heritage. In the NECC, the Battle of Baseline, defending 2A state runner-up Central Noble at home against rival Churubusco. Hayden Hummel with a bucket here for Busco as Busco up by 1 in the first quarter. Later, watch Spencer Adams with a sweet dish to Isaiah Gard. Gard had 21 points to lead the Cougars, who were up by 5 in the first. Second quarter, it's Jackson Andrews to the cup for 2 of his 13. And then you'll see Sam Asajian with a bucket here as John Bodie's team a winner, 79-32 over visiting Busco. Huge game in the NLC, Northwood at Warsaw. Northwood ranked #1 in the state in this week's 3A poll. Warsaw, no slouch, 9-6 overall, 3-1 in conference. This partly why Brent Martin, tough to guard with that kind of shot fake right there. He drills it, and Warsaw up by 4 in the first. How about Cade Brenner? He is a stud for Northwood, little mid-range right there. And then you're going to see Brenner do it again. He is an Indiana All-Star candidate. He had 25 points in this game, and he would steer Northwood in the right direction. You're going to see Martin with a bucket here. He had 13, but Warsaw falls to a really good Northwood team, 53-36. Final stop for boys hoops. Former DeKalb coach John Everingham and his Wawasee Warriors looking to get back on track as Wawasee was at Concord. Braden Messenger with a bucket for Concord down low. You're going to see Wawasee's Maddox Everingham stop and pop for 2, but it would not be enough as Wawasee falls to Concord 48-39. Stay tuned. We got your Peter Franklin Jewelers Gem of the Night next.
We're the Adams Central Jets. Stick around for the highlight zone. Go Jets!
We're the Columbia City Eagles. Welcome back to the highlight zone. Yeah!
Last Friday night, it was Lures senior Nick Thompson using all 84 feet of the court for your Gem of the Night. Nick pinning the ball for a block on defense, then taking it coast to coast for an and one against Bishop Dwenger. That defense to offense combo bringing home the highlight zone's top honor. And for this week, here is your latest Gem of the Night brought to you by Peter Franklin Jewelers. We couldn't decide because we got 2 historic moments on the highlight zone. Lexi Castater with a block in the final seconds. Homestead needed a 3 to tie. Castater blocks it, Sanaya Jackson corrals it, and Northrop has their first SAC title since 1986. Meanwhile, Columbia City's Kendra Sheets drills a 3 as Columbia City beats New Haven, and Columbia City wins its first outright conference title in 27 years. 2 historic moments for your highlight zones. Peter Franklin Jewelers Gem of the Night. On the volleyball court, John Diedrich, your reigning MIVA Player of the Week, as the Dons coming in with a 4-1 record this season. They hosted Sacred Heart. First set, Diedrich showing you why he's the Player of the Week. The senior from Orlando with an ace point to the Dons, and then the Dons working it with some offensive work here. You'll see Ryan Stepanidis stepping up. He drills it right there for the kill. He had 4 of those on the match. Then we saw an ace, we saw a kill. How about some defense? Bryce Walker at the net with the block as PFW wins this one 3-0, getting the sweep. College basketball, Dons with a rare Friday night game. John Kaufman and his team at Cleveland State. First half, it's Rob Petty, the senior from Indianapolis, with the slam. That would pull PFW within 3 at 27-24. Damian Chongqui had a night. He drills the triple. Cleveland State, however, in the lead. Second half, Chongqui with 3 of his 31 points, but PFW falls at Cleveland State in a tough one, 79-74. Dons down by the Vikings. In hockey, the Comets with the first of 3 straight games this weekend in Iowa. First period, Adam Brubaker with a goal right there. That's his 5th of the season, and the Comets take a 1-zip lead. Second period action, Samuel Dove McFalls with a goal of his own. That's his 2nd of the season, and the Comets take the lead now up 2-1. Later, you'll see Matt Alvaro with a power play goal, and the Comets go on to win at Iowa by a final of 5-2. Bad news, though, Josh Winquist is heading over to Europe. He's been fantastic for the K's this season, but no longer playing in Fort Wayne. That'll do it for this week. We'll see you next Friday night here on The Zone.